Hey guys, it's Melissa here with Rooted Home and Garden. Today is the day. Yes, I'm so excited that it's finally here. Today is the day we are going to be doing our summer pruning on this awful weeping plum tree that I have. Now, it's not really a weeping plum tree, but because I didn't do my winter pruning like I was supposed to do, it wasn't my fault. I was sick, but still, because it didn't get done, this is the result. I know. Total eyesore. I've been staring at that thing all summer long and I'm so tired of looking at it, but we are pretty much done with the fruit on it. I still see a couple more fruit, but some fruit on it are actually dried up. So I'm kind of ready. I'm ready to be done with this. I'm tired of looking at it. So even though I could wait a couple more, maybe a week or two, I don't want to. I want to get this thing shaped up as best as possible. Now, summer pruning is something you want to do, especially if you have a backyard orchard like I do. I have a lot of fruit trees in my backyard, and it is something I've always done. It helps size control, and it cleans up the branches to make things look better for the coming season. And then winter pruning, you do a really hard cut depending on size control, how big you want it, how little you want it, you know, that sort of thing. So what I've always done is about a third of the branches or of the overall tree for summer pruning is how much I cut off. And then winter pruning, what I do is I just chop it all the way to a certain height wherever I want it. And some years it's different. You know, some years I want it a little bit taller, some years I want it a little bit smaller. This year, like I said, I should have just sucked it up and come out here, but I couldn't. I was really sick. But anyway, today is the day. I'm tired of looking at this mess and I want to get this cleaned up. Now, the truth be told, it probably is not going to fix everything because of the fact that we can only trim back a third of the tree. Maybe I can go a half because this is a very mature tree, so it probably would do just fine even if I cut back a half. But I want to make sure that I do a good job for this tree, but I also want to make my yard look nice. And I know that right now I'm tired of saying that this is a weeping tree because it's really not. So we want to just fix this up, make it look good, and we'll see as far I can get. I know I won't be able to finish all of it because I do need the ladder to get to the very top. Now, my husband did get out the ladder for me, put it over, where is it? Over there on the corner by the chicken coop, but this ladder is so heavy I can't carry it myself. So that's as far as I'm gonna get. So, and you know, I can only reach so high. So as far as I get is pretty much how it's gonna go. He's gonna have to help me with the ladder when he gets home from work, and even then we still have a recital for my daughter this afternoon. So it'll probably be another day that I finish, and that's okay. You know what? If you have a backyard garden and it's not a professional job, you know, this is just something I do for fun because I enjoy it. It's relaxing and I want my yard to look nice. So if it takes a couple of days to do a project, that is okay. It's no big deal. But what I'm going to use are some loppers, and we're going to just go to town. If I catch some pretty good fruit, maybe I'll just bring it inside. No big deal. But I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready to get this thing looking a little better. Wish me luck. I'm not sure how unweeping it will become, but I might have to wait till winter, which I don't want to, but let's see how it goes. All right, so remember what I said. You want to cut about a third to a half of the tree. You don't want to go any more than that. And the only reason why I'm saying it's okay to do a half for my tree is because of the fact that this is a mature tree. I purchased this tree maybe about 10 years ago, and so this tree it's been here a long time. It's well established, so I don't have to worry that I'm going to kill it when I'm over pruning. But if you have a young tree, maybe you don't want to cut off so much in the beginning. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to look around and kind of decide which branches I do want to keep and what I don't. Like this one, for example, there we go. And because I didn't thin my fruit this year, they're very small. And to be honest with you, I rarely ever thin my fruit. Normally, though, they are much bigger than this, but it's still delicious. I love plums. This is a Burgundy plum, and it's so yummy, so good. Tons of fruit on this branch. Tons. All right, guys, so I've only cut off a few branches. I've been out here for about 10 minutes just cutting and getting things all trimmed up and harvesting a ton of plums so far. But I wanted to show you, look how much better this thing looks. It looks so much better. Oh my goodness, so much better. All right, so it's still a little wonky right here, obviously. Right here, back here, this actually is not part of the plum tree. Let me get a little closer so you guys can see. This is actually a peach tree that I have espaliered. Well, that my plan is to espalier. So that right there is the peach tree. So we're not going to be trimming that up, but the plum on this side actually looks pretty darn good so far. The biggest problem will be getting the top, and I'll probably trim just to about right there because I don't want to cut off too much. But it's loaded with plums up there, so I cannot wait to harvest them because I have a blue jay that comes pretty regularly and he's been enjoying the plums, so I want to get those into the house before he comes back. My poor grapevine, it's getting smushed. All right, let's see if I can, how high I can reach. Oh no. That branch, can you see it? No, you can't see it. Sun's in the way, let me turn it around. That branch right there, I've trimmed it, but it got stuck on the eaves. Oh, yes, it's loaded with fruit. Oh no, it is way too high for me to even reach. I'm gonna do my best to be able to reach it. But I hope I can get it down. I guess this is a benefit of having the farm style fence. Just don't break on me. Whew. I got it. Wonderful. I'm not used to the heat. Boy, I've been at the cabin, so it's a little warm here in my town. Thank goodness. I have wonderful fruit to eat. So good. But look at the harvest that I got just from the few branches that I cut off. Look how much I got. Isn't that incredible? We are going to enjoy these so much. Oh, looking forward to it. So as of now, the tree looks pretty botched. and that's okay. As long as the branches are for the most part going up, and any branches, as you can see like this one right here, it's still curved a little bit. You know what, by the winter time, that's one I'm gonna be definitely chopping off. All of the ones that curve, they're gonna be completely chopped off. So usually I do cut it down to about right here is kind of where I end up cutting it, and the rest of the branches will just end up growing for the springtime. But that's pretty much my cutoff. Now that's what I would have done last year had I pruned it when I was supposed to. But again, it doesn't matter. Life goes on. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. And this will just clean it up. It's not going to look fantastic the rest of the season, but it looks a little better than it did. So that I'm happy about. But this tree is loaded regardless of all the branches and everything, all the nutrients going away from the fruit. I mean, it is still loaded. It is, and it's delicious. I love Burgundy Plum, one of my favorite plums. All right, so I'm gonna finish this project at a later time. Like I said, my husband needs to move that ladder for me because it is way too heavy for me to finish, so I can get those upper branches that need to be done. But everything else, it looks so much better. I'm so pleased with how good it looks because, oof, yuck, right? It was pretty yucky. Soon, it will look fantastic. All right, guys, I hope that you got your winter pruning done. That way you don't have to deal with this, but I hope you get your summer pruning done too. All right, guys, see you next time. Bye.